Hello and welcome back to the video Darkroom. Recently I posted a video showing how to make this animation. If you want to get that video and see how to make this animation in After Effects, then I'll link it up here. But for now, let's have a quick look at the animation. I'll just go back to the beginning of the timeline and press the spacebar. So that's all there is to it. The word speed leans over and then it rapidly disappears off the screen to the right, and the word warp flickers and disappears in the end. But there is something that we could do to make this even better. So let me show you how to do that. I suggest that what we do is we add some motion blur to the word speed as it moves off the screen, and we can do that very simply in After Effects. So let's have a quick look at that. Select the After Effects composition, right click on it and choose Edit Original. If we wait for a moment, After Effects will load. Having loaded, it takes us directly into the composition. I can press Home and the spacebar and play the animation. What we need to do then is make sure that we enable motion blur. If you have the mode showing up here rather than the switches, you just need to click down here and you'll then get the different switches showing up here. And this one that I'm pointing to now is the motion blur switch. So all that we need to do is turn on motion blur by clicking in the little space next to it under the motion blur icon that's here. You may need to just check that you've got motion blur enabled here. It'll take a while for After Effects to render that composition. You can see the green line moving along as it renders it. Motion blur is reasonably heavy on the processor. That's why you're able to switch it off here if you wish to. Let's see how it looks now. It's hard to see, but it does make a much better effect. You can actually see the motion blur on it there. You can go into motion blur and alter the amount of motion blur that's there, but I think we want to just have the standard amount of it, and I think it just looks altogether better. All we need to do is type Ctrl S to save that composition, close down After Effects, and you'll see after a moment that it should update in Premiere Pro. So you can see now as the word moves off the screen that it has motion blur that increases as it moves to the right as the speed of the text increases. So let's just go to Home. I will also click on the program monitor, press the tilde key to go full screen, press the space key to play. And that's the animation complete with motion blur. You may find that useful in some of your own animations just to get it working and look a little bit better than it did previously. So if you've benefited from this and enjoy the fact that you can easily put motion blur onto any of your After Effects compositions, then please give the video a like and I'll see you in the next one.